Okay, so we're going to get started making our cheats ramen. So in the video, once I post it, I will post what I've used. Again, you can use whatever you want. You can follow a recipe. I am just putting in some ingredients that I have and making it for one person. So I just wanted to use up some, some chicken noodle soup that I've got left over. And that's not going to be enough, obviously. So I am going to use just some veggie stock powder and some water just to make it up so that there's a bit more, because this will also cook down a little bit as well. So what we're going to need is, we've got our jug, and I'm not chopping anything in here. I have sliced my garlic, I've sliced my ginger, and I've sliced my chilli by hand because I want larger pieces. So we're going to use the plastic blade. So that's going to go in. And the next thing I am going to put in is the liquid. So what I will do, I'm going to put 1 cup of water. This is just tap water, 1 cup. And then I'm actually just going to pour this in and see how much that makes. So that's kind of another cup, well, actually it's just a little bit over a cup. So I think, to be honest, I might add a little more. Just for the reason that it's going to cook down and I don't want to be left with virtually nothing. And I'm going to add just 1 teaspoon of stock powder. If you're using stock powder, just use the amounts on the side. You can use chicken stock, veggie stock, whatever you like. So that is the stock and the rest of my chicken soup. And then to that I'm going to add some garlic, some ginger and some chilli. So as I said, I've already sliced them up. You could, if you wanted, put the chopping blade in, so the metal blade, and you could actually chop them in here, but as I said, I wanted larger pieces. So the next thing we are going to need is our steaming attachments. We're going to pop the lid on, make sure it's secure. And then I'm going to add my steaming basket, and I'm going to add this top basket as well. Now, I'm using a really small piece of chicken because, again, it's just for me. It's that size, pretty small, probably palm of your hand almost. This is still half frozen as well, so let's see how that goes. I'm going to pop it in the top. And I'm going to put, oh, just cracked it. That wasn't very good. We don't want a cracked egg. Let me find something to put that in. So we want 1 egg that isn't dropped, preferably left out of the fridge at room temperature. Luckily I took out a separate one. And that's just going to sit up in the top as well. Now, again, haven't done this before, so I don't know how that's going to go. Actually, I'm going to stick it in the bottom so it doesn't go rolling around. So chicken and egg, obviously you can use more chicken for more people. You can use more eggs for more people. So it would be 1 egg per person. I'm going to pop the lid on. And I'm just going to wash my hand to get that chicken off. Now, what we want to do is some steaming. So there's 2 ways we can do this. We can use the quick menu. So when you have the quick menu set, you can spin it around to the steam function. And when it's on the steam function, it gives you 25 minutes in total if you're using the quick menu. And speed OL, which I think is really like a speed 1 at 105 degrees. So that's there's two parts to this, two phases if you're using the quick menu for steaming. So if I was to press start now, it's going to do, I think, 10 minutes at 105, and then it's going to beep 5 times, and then it's going to continue for another 15 minutes at, I think, a lesser, maybe 100. So that's the quick function. Now, I've done a little bit of research on Thermomix recipes, and they say that an egg takes around 13 minutes to boil. Now, I don't know how long the chicken's going to take. It's quite small and it's quite thin, but it is frozen. So I am going to use this quick menu. If you didn't want to use the quick menu, you can go over to your time, and let's say we wanted to do 13 minutes, and then you can choose your temperature, and we can choose 105 if we want to follow what they've suggested, and then the speed would just be the first speed. So you could do it that way, or you can do it the quick menu way. So totally up to you as to what you want to do. You can stop the quick process at any time. So I am going to go for the quick menu. So I'm going to pop it so that the steam is flashing. It says 25, but it's going to start at 10 minutes. So I'm going to let that go, and when I come back, we'll go through the next steps. I'm going to check my chicken and see how it's cooked. If it's cooked, I'm going to pull it out, and I'm going to leave my egg a little bit longer. So I'll be back soon. And we're back. So let me tell you what I did. So it went through the first the first 10 minutes at 105 degrees. I checked my chicken. It was still pink in the middle. So I kept it going. So the second phase kicked in just at 5 degrees lower for another 15 minutes. So I'm down to 5 minutes. I believe my chicken is cooked. So all in all, it's actually taken 20 minutes to steam my chicken. Now mine was frozen, as I mentioned. I don't know what that's going to mean for your chicken, and this is quite thin as well, but I'm pulling that out now. And look, chicken thigh would be probably better for this because it's a lot juicier. I'm not gonna, oh, my egg's all cracked. So I'd say maybe the egg is ready. Let's just, is it cracked, or is that from the, no, it's from the chicken. That's cool, just like the white that comes out of the chicken. So, excuse me, we've got 5 minutes 25 to go. Probably what I will do, because the egg does need a little bit longer, I'm going to chuck my Asian greens just in the top, just as is, and also my mushrooms. So I'm just using button mushrooms sliced. You could use whole ones, any kind that you like, and obviously any veggies that you like, just whack them in. So I'm going to let this see out the remaining 5 minutes 25, just to make sure that the egg is actually cooked inside, and here's hoping it will be. So I'm going to pop it on for the last bit of steam time, and when I come back, we'll move on to the next steps, and we're nearly finished. Realistically, this is not a very long recipe. So we'll be back soon. Okay, so our steamer has just finished, and so I'm going to pull out the greens. They were just steamed for a couple of minutes, same as the mushies. So what I'm going to do now is take this steaming basket off, put it somewhere safe, and then I'm going to smell the garlic and ginger in this. It smells delicious. And what I want to do is I want to put the mushrooms into the jug, and they can finish cooking, because I do like my mushrooms sort of soft dish. You can hear the children playing outside, and they're not my children, so even better. I'm going to be really interested to see how cooked this egg is. Again, not that confident, but here's hoping. So I'm going to just pop that in some tap water and just cool it down, and we'll just see what happens there. I'm going to get rid of my basket, and I'm just going to roughly chop my greens into bite-sized bits. And you know what I didn't do, and I'm just seeing that there's bugs in it, and I'm so silly because I didn't actually wash this first. So, note to self, wash your vegetables. So I'm actually just going to wash them now. Better late than never. That was a little silly, wasn't it? Okay. Alright, just gonna double check that there's no animal bits in that. Crikey. Very good. Okay. Lesson learnt. Now, so I put the mushrooms and the Asian greens in, and what else am I going to put in? So I've got a little bit of sesame oil that I'm going to pop in now. Look, I'm using, I don't know how much that is, a dash, and some soy sauce, a dash. I think this is something that you just need to taste, to be honest. Alright, so we've got sesame. I'm going to pop the parsley in. This is parsley out of my garden. The possums, when I moved to where I'm at now, the possums ate my very healthy bush of parsley. So I've had to fight them for what's left. But good to know that I'm feeding the native wildlife. Alright, so I am just going to pop that on for a few more minutes just to sort of infuse those flavours and cook them through a little bit more. At this point, you could put the chicken in with it. I'm not going to. I'm going to put the chicken on top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my lid back on. And I won't put the measuring cup in. I don't think I'm going to need it because I want it to reduce down a little bit, and that will let the steam out. So I think what will we do time-wise? Oh, it's not gonna, let's go trying to think. We might go back to steam, I think. Just because it's the quick menu, it's easier. I'm just going to start it, and look, I'll probably let it go for maybe 5 to 10 minutes. So probably that first 10 minutes, and then I'll stop it. So again, trial and error. It's already cooked. I just want it to reduce down a little bit more. So definitely on that for 10 minutes, and then we'll be back to finish this off. I just wanted to show you what it's doing, because even though there's not a lot of liquid in there, obviously the temperature is hot enough that it's making it boil up. So I'm glad I didn't put the measuring cup in, but it is telling me that that's probably enough. So it's gone on for nearly 10 minutes. I'm going to switch that off now because I don't need it to boil away crazy like that anymore. And so I'm going to just take that lid off and let that calm down. Oh, that looks really, whoops. Let me wipe that. Whoops, oh no, it's good. I'm just going to have a little taste to see how salty it is. Actually, that's pretty good. That is a good level of salt, because obviously you've got stock. I've got stock powder, I've got chicken noodle soup, and I've got soy sauce. So probably for me, I might actually add is just a little more sesame oil to that, because I can't really taste it that much. Whoa, and that's like probably way too much. Anywho, it smells delicious. Yeah, that's way better. All right, so I am going to pop you down and I'm going to plate this puppy up. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to crack this egg. So I am going to put this down and we'll do the unveiling together. Okay, I need all of your good thoughts, positive thoughts, wishes, prayers, whatever you want to say. I'm going to do this over a bowl because again, not quite sure. So this egg was in for, what did I say, 15, 20 minutes? Oh, it is cooked. That's exciting. Oh my goodness. Sorry, my camera works dodge. Wow, it's holding together. How exciting is that? Yay. All right, quick rinse to make sure I get all the shell off. Oh man, this is so good. All right. So now I'm going to pull this off and I'm going to see how I go doing this. So as you can see, I've got my Konjac noodles there. So all you need to do is you just need to like take them out of the packet, rinse them because they smell like chemically. It's obviously just how they smell. Anyway, rinse them really well in cold water and that's it. You don't need to cook them or anything because they're already cooked. Now, I'm going to just pour this on because I only have one hand. And then I'm going to chuck my chicken on. And again, it's a bit dry because it's breast. But, you know, that's okay. That broth is so good. Seriously, so good. I'm going to cut my little eggie in half. Oh, I'm so proud of that. I feel like if nothing else in my life, this is so bloody good. And I'm using black sesame seeds. You can use whatever colour you like or not put them on at all. But that's it. How yummy does that look? So realistically, how long's that taken? 25, less than 30 minutes. So like less than 30 minutes and you've got a delicious looking and tasting dinner. I'm super happy with that. And, you know, as I've sort of kept alluding to, I haven't been that confident because when you haven't tried something out, and I don't use my Thermoblend a lot. But yeah, so let me know what you think and definitely let me know if you try it. Yeah, I hope you enjoy. I shouldn't sound so shocked, but thanks for watching.